Hey guys, it's Burning Woods here, and I got another battle here, and it's against some guy I found off the AAX Zat chat, and his name is 125lucario, and his link will be in the description. Anyways, he starts out with the Swallow, and I start out with my Frostlass, which is kind of funny because it's a perfect lead for me. So I go for the T-Wave, predicting the switch. I didn't know what he was gonna switch into, but I just predicted the switch. And then I go for the Shadow Ball just to be safe, and plus it's stab, and I thought it might do more. But he goes for the payback, which I'm like, oh crap, that's gonna kill me. But then, for some reason, it doesn't even do more than half, which shocked me because I'm not any defensive at all. So I just go for another Shadow Ball just to knock him out. And yeah. I get some leftover recovery, and he goes into his Vaporeon, and I go for another Thunder Wave just in case later on in the match I might need it. I don't know yet. But he goes for the Bite, which I'm like, that's pretty interesting. He's very original. I don't know if he's like an actual EV trainer, or does he just like uses the team he made before. But anyways, he goes for the Bite, but this time it does more damage than I thought it would do before because it got me all the way down to 5, so I'm like, oh man, I might as well, I just have to go for, I'm just gonna go for a second layer of spikes. So I got 2 layers of spikes up. And I go into my Kingdra, which I named Conqueror, I don't know why I just did, and he switches out and goes into his Swallow. As I go for Hidden Power, I thought it was Hidden Power Electric predicting the switch into Swallow, but for some reason, it was a Pokesav error, and it was Hidden Power Fighting, I found out later. Anyways, I go for the Hydro Pump, and I'm like, geez, that did a lot of damage. And in fact, it knocked it out, which made me feel pretty proud. So he goes into his Lydian. I thought it was a Steel type, so I switched out and went into Nightmare, which is my Dragonite. And he goes for the Silver Wind. I wasn't sure what. I never actually fought one of these guys before, so I just thought it'd be smart to switch into Dragonite. And he goes into his Doug Trio, and I have hard gold, so some of the animations actually look a little bit different. And I go for the Fire Punch, and I'm like, geez, I did a lot of damage just for like, even though it's like non-stab and it's against a Doug Trio, which I thought resisted fire attacks. But I don't know, I'm stupid. Oh well. Anyways, he goes into his Rhydon, so I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this guy is, doesn't have EV'd pokes. But, oh well. And he goes for the Horn Drill, but misses, and I feel kind of bad. But it was still fun. Anyways, I go for another Dragon Claw, hoping I can take him out, but it turns out I can't because I thought I could, but I can't. So he goes for the Stone Edge, and I'm like, oh god, he's going to knock me out, and he's taking me all the way down, and I'm like, oh god, that scared me, got all the way down to 12 HP, and I misclicked, and I hit Heal Bell, and I'm like, oh, well. And he goes for a Stone Edge and knocks me out. And as I go into my Electivire, because it's banded, but I thought that, I forgot that he was a ground type, because I thought he was like a rock type and like something else, so I just went for a Thunder Punch. But I'm like an idiot, so, because I thought Choice Banded Thunder Punch might knock him out. Well, of course it would. Only if he wasn't immune. Anyways, and then I go into my Conqueror, because I know it's Hidden Power Fighting because of the Sav error, because stupid Pokegen's not working, and I take him down, and he goes into his Lydian as I go for the Hydro Pump. I thought it might do a little more than what's gonna come up now. I was hoping it would do a little more than that, because as you can see, look, watch, I missed that second one, and he double edges me, and it kills me, so I'm like, oh crap. And he gets like a crit. I wasn't sure if it was useless or it mattered, but I think it mattered a lot. And I went for the Earthquake, but I overlooked it, and I didn't see it say it like doesn't affect him until the second time I used Earthquake. So I'm like, I feel like an idiot. So he goes for the Silver Wind, it's not very effective. As I go for a Stone Edge, and I'm like, how was that super effective? I thought he was a Steel Bug type, but it turns out he's Flying Bug. So I'm like, wow, just wow. So I go for the Dragon Claw. I also made a Pokesav error as well because, like, my Flygon doesn't have a name because stupid Pokegym was giving me a lot of issues. And that's where Thunder Wave came in. He Parahaxed him, and I got the Dragon Claw to kill him off, and I was safe. So it was a good game, 125 Lucario.